Mr. and Mrs. White.
The 2019 snap election has brought the 30-year-old Conservative candidate Katrina Sale in her first ever election to Doncaster North, a traditionally Labour safe seat where Conservative hasn't won in many decades.
Oh, hello, is it Mrs. White?
It is.
Hello, my name's Katrina. I'm the Conservative candidate in the upcoming election.
Right.
Have you decided how you're going to vote yet?
Yes, we've already voted.
Would you tell me how you voted this time round?
Differently to what I normally vote.
Okay. So it's an area that is traditionally Labour. It's an area that traditionally would have been against the Tories for all the reasons that the rest of Doncaster is, the miners' strike and everything that happened there.
Margaret Thatcher's government in the 80s really decimated a lot of communities across South Yorkshire, including Doncaster. There's a lot of coal mining pits. The majority of working class lads and men worked in the pits when they were open. The miners' strike really put the Conservatives back.
Hey up there, young man, how are you going?
They cannot vote Conservative. They cannot. We remember 1984. We know what they've done to us. There's a school of thought that says, never forget, never forgive.
Hi there, I'm Katrina. I'm the Conservative candidate in the upcoming election.
I'm Labour.
That's fine. Thanks very much for letting me know. Have a good day.
Doncaster has always been a Labour heartland, but Brexit is changing this. Doncaster voted 69% leave, and people are frustrated that 3 years after the referendum, the UK is still in the EU. So with Leavers dissatisfied with Labour's stance on Brexit, voters are starting to rethink their standpoint towards the Conservative Party.
I've definitely noticed a shift. There was a time where every single person, not every single person, but the vast majority of people, Labour were the party, the ruling party in Doncaster and South Yorkshire. People, for the first time, are telling me that they're going to vote Conservative. I think Boris Johnson's very simple but yet very effective get Brexit done situation has really transcended across Doncaster, and they possibly could be an upset.
This is such a weird election. When you'd normally definitely lose, you start thinking, well, maybe this one's going to work out. Hiya, I'm sorry to disturb your evening. My name's Katrina Sale. I'm the Conservative candidate in the upcoming election.
All right, you've got the vote.
Thanks very much, mate. Do you want one of these?
No, it's all right.
Brilliant. All right.
Okay.
Have a good night. Bye.
Get him in.
Excellent. Oh, not this time. So many people. So many people. He's got to go.
The Labour Party abandoned us as well. They thought they could rely on us forever. And because they didn't come to our assistance, then they don't deserve our loyalty. They've ignored us. They ignored us at their peril. And sooner or later, the worm turns.
But it's not just the Labour Party that people are upset with. People in the area generally feel disenfranchised with politics.
Do you have a preference at the moment?
Not really, because none of them keep to what they say. I didn't vote last time.
Okay.
Good man. All right.
Important to
Because
vote.
I think
Should we go?
whoever's going to get in don't care about us anyway. And I think that's what a lot of voters are saying anyway, Swain.
Yeah.
You don't care.
Yeah.
You say you do, but you don't when it comes down to it.
I would. I promise I would.
I personally haven't voted since after the strike. And I won't vote. But, and that's because I've been totally disenfranchised. They don't offer me anything. The only thing that I'm offered is with my own skill, my own wit, and my own devices. So, and we can never, when I look on these streets, and I see all these children, no hope, that hurts me. In fact, if there's a politician looking at this, where have you been since 1984? Where are you? Where's your influence here? You abandoned us and will not forget it.
I'm feeling a lot happier now I've seen the first exit poll, which is usually, it's not always, but is usually the indicator of how things are going to go.
If we're on
75 seats off Labour, you're within that margin of error. I think Doncaster North, right at the very edge of it.
That would be mental.
It would be mental.
Gosh, Sale's a machine. Doing great.
This Katrina is so different. It's so different because normally the Reds are all over the place.
Whoa, Jeremy Corbyn.
And I therefore declare that Ed Miliband is duly elected as the Member of Parliament for the Doncaster North constituency.
Done.
You little gem. Well done. You've done so well.
I don't think we'll have very nice conversations now because they'll be saying, "Oh, you've lost such a lot of your majority."
Did we say that?
How much of his majority is lost?
Yes, we will. We won't be having those conversations.
It's huge. It's huge. I mean, God, yeah, massive, massive whack on the majority.
Katrina only lost by 2,370 votes, showing that Doncaster North is no longer the Labour safe seat it once was. But the adjacent constituency, Don Valley, turned blue for the first time since 1959.
Actually, I think we could have won if we'd had the kind of resources that are put into target seats. Typically, a 14,000 majority would make this a completely unwinnable seat. This was such an unusual election, which meant that it wasn't an unwinnable seat. It could have been won. This election, a lot of people who've only ever voted Labour voted for a different party, whether that was Conservative or another party. A lot of people who have only ever voted Conservative voted for another party. And I think this election probably has changed the way that people relate to politics. Once you've broken the habit of a lifetime, it's not that you won't go back to that original vote, it's that you aren't beholden to it. You can tick a different box. Safe seats create complacency, and if we get rid of this idea that anyone has a job for life, regardless of what they do, we're going to have a much better quality of MPs, and we're going to see a lot more turnover, but a lot more work from those people. So yeah, I think this could be the beginning of a new era for politics.